I really admire him. His name is Wahab Farouk, international diplomatic consultant. Wakasa na ninsemo a wakade afa 2024 general elections no wahwie ni nyina de agumabu no so Ghana. Mumuni yuto. Moye Addo muni vision. Say o mabunu bi a omo rise ama yehunu change because mabunu na no motai Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nachi sama bunu na ta John Dramani Mahama chi nti say ye kase ye wo mabunu bi pa ye ni abrese Ghana ye bese sa Ghana de ye ni bi na wa educating ya de akọ Senegal 44-year-old our president o se Ghana obi ani ho obenya sa akonya no because ya ma kwanya ma the crooks san kokrafo their mindset is full of pessimism. Omo ana control yen nti say ye kapa sa Ghana see beyeye e won kokrafo we mu nsem a ye di agro NPP ni NDC see ye be makwan ama sa nkrofo we ye free ho na ehu ne ye be ye no se so o man tena ye so a Ghana nye ye da because we be dia na we ya be di we be dia na we ya be di ene ma akoso pa NPP for so bom de bo NDC ni NDC so bom de bo NPP obi aba ye nchi obi anya obi ahwe se akosi bibia we si DKM angosi hu we si men's good angosi hu o se san krofo we mienu se mabunu na anya mabunu yi na ya anya ye ho se ya nyini ni anya mabunu ya ni so o hye ne ye ne edenya we mu de ombe ni ye be wie school ye nya dwuma anya sa angosi hwe ti de be ne se sa o pese wo wie school na onya dwuma ya agesa wo kodi na chi ye boy masa sa ma ne soma chobo ye nko ye sa na afi wonya dwuma ba ko aye no asese ne nyina agu ne ho tam na fofronzo wie school o papa onya ye so o papa ye party hwan o ye party den o card we na no so aba party member na no ye nko na so wonya ba bi ahya ba ko na anuama aka gufie na o ho kire wo mo sampenimfo we mu say ye ni every one so na ya mpe ba bia mfo mo ankogu a Ghana de enye yi na no na bizi na no eze no ye nkoya yi ana eno nso sa na abeso o kira na say be wan say coup d'etat si bibi sa na wakan sem ni nyina na tie nkoma awa ha badi na NPP NDC Dr. Bawumia ene John Dramani Mahama so mo fata se baako yamana kwanya ko sadie san parties ni mi no o kire sa agro wo mo ni so no ne bi se hwan ti no no yemfa ma me akuaro nkomra ana yama chada kwan ana yama gum na yama ala na mra na yenye den wakan sem ni nyina our audio you memoti me dey Alexis the Godson. This is the Godson TV Global. Yeah, that was saying ya catch say Dr. Nimo Niwat Scientific Herbal Hospital and I say Niwat Scientific Hospital. Me say boy yare na Dr. Nimo omo odru because make e kan yare no meja bi ntudi e kan wo yare no na Dr. Nimo oma wo na dru kan yare keke no ma na duro eno a enehia turi e fresi a na kan yare ha obia na Dr. Nimo ama omu ayare sane ahoto na wonsu hunu ti ase say yes ye bai na ye ba so ye beboa 0244 087 687 0244 087 687 and then 0279 087 687 0279 087 687 Niwat Scientific Hospital the womb repairer Dr. Nimono and then in komo na on sa yare yesi I made in the Alexis
I'm in China for
Joso
I got some na yeka and I said yeka Ghana komo but I'll combine two for you now. For your information, Usman Zorongo is a very good person that I know. That's why I became a president from jail. Oh, jail.
Jail no ababe president no.
Oh, they jail him. They jailed him over crime he doesn't even remember. Macky Sall claimed say all 22 years will report girl be, which he doesn't even remember who the girl was. Okay, fast forward. One was about some recent times, Senegal Ebinya demonstrations back to back. It was as a result of Ousmane Sonko. Senegal, West African nation, also independence in the 60s. It's the only West African country on for a weapon and a coup d'etat. Now, from all the Senghor time up to Abdou Diouf, and then leading to Abdou Wada, Senegal has had a kind of certain level of consistency with their governance and then transfer of power. Now, religious settings, your Alpha and your Tuba, these are all religious laws. You can call it, say, a national imam, any Ebia colleague, also imam. Bako representing for the Alphas and the ones represent for the from the Tubas. In the Ghana and Kabaka Sebia, the Ahmadian overlord and the Mohammedan overlord. These two people, they have kept Senegal what it is. I could be because the Senegalese, let me use the example of the Otum for that kind of reign, that kind of kingdom. When they speak to the Senegalese, they go to bed. Now, Abdul Wad, an older man, our president in his already late 70s, is the best overall history of Senegal's development. And Niama was set in 10 years, 2 terms, Abdul Wad coming into power, now on Abdou Diouf, Ababeye, that the 10 years, after 10 years, more. But then when Abdul Wad was asking for more, almost there be, regardless of the way in 10 years or so, now, this today's president of Senegal, Macky Sall, Neba, that is the political son of Abdou Wad and Macky Sall. In Senegal history, Obiasa Neba, and biological son, and politically trained, which Ghana hasn't got that. Your president, maybe. So
successes.
No, they don't train. Ghana doesn't train because then a different topic that we have to deal with it. Your politics in your fair. And training Macky Sall, who was then a mayor. The Ambassador Songo, who is also a personal friend, the secretary, a Ghanaian. And now, or then by Macky Sall said, "Nepa panabre on trans in the 3 terms, the whole Senegal, both the Alpha and Tuba, they wanted Abdou Wad to continue because not energy or and the power the party and the banner fire Macky Sall, the political son, and the winning power, New Year. The biggest demonstration ever in the history of Senegal happened under Macky Sall. What did he do? Abdou Wad called Omora, Saudi Arabia. Albano Macky Sall said, "Oh my papa day and landed." Because the popularity was still overweighing his government. And naturally, that was what it was. For 4 hours in the air of Senegal, nearly brought the country down because Macky Sall said, "Oh, my papa ni plains, on Sanko back." And Senegal
papa dear here.
The papa no Abdou Wad no.
The
ordinary form and easy form. Because nipa ko go airport nselano among the presidential shine no Akufo and a year demonstration and a Tuba ne catch and say any action be take place our Senegal they hold it holding responsible and a papa be see form obesi form no ne back Karim Wad wama Karim Wad watch no and need 2 years ama Karim Wad Qatar and Saudi Arabia and the pressure because they were the countries that no move feed Senegal with money not the France as an administrative, and Omoneno Ebeje Karim Wad. Karim Wad was supposed to be his father's party. Macky Sall, I'm a boy now as 8 years. Now, then there was a rise of Ousmane Sonko. This boy is like call it cheddar of Ghana. Now, when Sonko started activism, he started preaching against what Macky Sall was doing. And precisely, he was blasting Macky Sall, saying he's been ungrateful. That was where he started his political ideologies. And he said, Macky Sall, the old papano ababeye amount, Edward president, who report the efforts in the sources of his political struggle. Who rather, oh yeah, the Papa Nugun and Master, the presidential Niama, the privileges in a non farmer. When I started the activism of the Ousmane Sonko and the youth, and I'm not talking about the youth. which is not existing in Ghana. Who youth? There's nobody who is a youth in Ghana here, and I'm asking you a free part. Youth be here.
Youth,
we are matured adults. Youth be here. Because if we talk about youth activism and youth taking power, youth moving into governance now, Senegal has shown today the activists of Senegal, Ousmane Sonko ideology. Say the youth are empowered and they believe in him. Only internet campaign. It hasn't happened in the history of anywhere. Ghana and youth now can, including you, come to the internet so they are writing, excuse me, my beautiful word, bullshit. This boy was beaten, drawn on the floor. Not even about 6 months ago. What the form of military jandam for or castrated or incarcerated when you see. Any man 2 year sentence ko yi need na to jail or the jail makisa wie no the time na aso but then the tuba spoke now the alpha spoke and then first April comes to the end of Makisa's regime. And the next election year 3 months ago, and we create a state of emergency, or create a state of inconsistency. Your friend saying fear, and we had to postpone year. When saw my election back 2 months ago, or create atmosphere or no Makisa at the 172 parties were created in Senegal. 172 people contested presidential candidates about 2 months ago. We are on one set scheme at the pronoun down, and or the about 70, or the pronoun down about 40. All this while no. What them the deputy and the vice president, also them the party, activists, Obia the jail as we speak. Everybody. But then the Senegal youth spoke when they were burning the city, burning everywhere, and Alpha told them, say, Makisa should return power. Now I'm coming to the ECOWAS, useless organization. ECOWAS, NS Koroma, HTG coup, just about in October against Mother Bill. Nana do danko Akufo I need the same Makisa. Woman call Mother Bill say, Onja NS Koroma non fanu koma Buhari non kota Nigeria. I was one of the persons who said that will not work. Why you cool Eddie too or no any power best source your terms no he's facing jail sentence. Makisa at the same time now it was not different from Alpha Conde. It wasn't different from your friend is saying your friend Cote d'Ivoire President Alassane Ouattara, because Makisa Alassane Ouattara Nana do Danko Akufo-Addo. Okay, Buhari he is also a leader of the West African belts. And to no yes, I expected say ECOWAS will speak. No ECOWAS single statement had ever come out. No African Union statement had ever come out. That more treatment. It is Bobby Young in Uganda. More treatment. We say jail. Ya bune pre-plan with you be wasem. How in the history? And also, say, they will vote him even whilst in jail. So if today, and you're in a free jail, but we are yet to know. Marking Ousmane Sonko is in jail. Jailed by Makisa. Then the youth has not spoken because every country in West Africa, except the North African countries, population between 18 years and 36 is more than 56 to 40%. Ghana not
more than 56%. Then in the context of Ghana, no, Yakotro constitution, I say.
Ghana no money youth
but it's a sad situation that we need to look at it. So I want your comment on it.
Meaning say politicians. Excuse me, those who are criminals, MPs who are criminals, ministers who are criminals, youth may do during the election campaign. I mean, walking stick, ADD politician, campaign. All these atrocities, politicians here in Kruma, all these intimidations, all this stealing, who trained them? So-called landers, vigilante, vigilante, no, also 60 years womb. One or even 56 years womb. This is the youth in their 20s, Legon students, tech students, polytechnic students, your friends, media men, FIFA, Captain Smart and Co. All of them. When I'm politicians, how have the Ghanaian youth advocated for a change in this country? Me, I'm an adult. I don't even come in there. But if we're talking about youth activism, the president, the prime minister of the Republic of New Zealand, how old is Jacinta? 38 years. San Marino president, he was 32 years. Macron, how many years did he come to? 37, the president of France, the third biggest superpower in the world. Why a 37-year-old? What are we talking about, Ghanaian youth? I'm sorry, youth.
Is it not a deliberate attempt to say, you best say even the mind of the youth? And when I say this, in the past, around 79 year there, now we had the student front wa say Legon, KNUS near there. Now we had the student front and very hot looks SRC yekaso mo agitation and by the infiltration of test conite near there deliberately we've broken the student front and committing merely some of these conversations. Is it not a deliberate attempt?
Deliberate attempt by who? Are we saying that our youth are so stupid that they could be infiltrated by the camp?
It could be. Maybe I see a kind of saying.
Therefore, no, they are not youth because Obi a TESCOM person member or Telecom and now was or to UPSC or only 21 years. How do you align yourself to a political party at the same time? No, who school now? So we are a certificate. You went to school. You didn't went for education. No Ghanaian youth have been educated. I stand to be corrected, but no Ghanaian youth have been educated as far as our current university and then our tertiary school is concerned. Because now let's come back to the question. Those that Professor Mills introduced into the government, those that Nana Addo Dankwa has introduced into the governance, President Akufo understanding because at that time, no coming from 19-year regime of Rawlings and the old class, it was also no here a certain stability in for you to be on the government, not even anybody under 40 years. But President Mills be introduced here. John Mahama president also be introduced here. Nana Addo Dankwa also about the ferry, the youth in their 40s and etc. I'm asking a plain question. How have they impacted anything in parliament? And these youth are sitting in parliament. If you call them youth, not the age of under 36, even under age of 40, call the youth from bracket of 50 down. How have they spoken for the youth in Ghana? How have they spoken against that? And because there are adults that go in, they aspire for money. And youth never be the more. Because I'm yet to see, and they are yet to clarify, and the Ghanaian youth to ask themselves, mother, you've not worked in this country before. You never received a salary of even 100 Ghana cedis before. Some were sitting in their father's shop. Some were sitting in their friend's shop at Abusokai. These people comes into government and they today, they own the biggest mansions in the Ghana. Or in the good names, Obina Richard, or Tifiana Jumano, Anom Ticho Doko, Obiako. And then I'm asking, how many of them, sadly, are to the area, Dansoman, Odoko, Agege, Kwashima, Kwashibu, Olebu, and you should not know. When you are in the area, sadly, go and see where Ismail Soronko was living in Casamance. See how they struggled before they could pull him. It took a horse in the army because the youth were free in the base. When you saw a popular to Akwa Trasaku, and you saw a popular to Akota East Legon, and you saw a popular to Akota a year friend design. He live in the downtown.
What is the way forward? Our hub, way forward here, dear. Youth need youth, demonstration, and no Bakuna Mutu, and Tuma Baku, Yanya Breco, Ghana any police in the Ocean, no, a bush to be here, Yanya Tea, and I am cry. Minimum beer. And when the youth even activate a procession, sir. Police, water cannon, Ghana police, or the water cannon pension. Cold water to be animal. Cold water will be animal. Nobody proposes among here violence. But we should see the youth activism. Recently, when each other introduces or persuades, networking also. Now, the activeness of the youth. Any nonsense or more me, I'm not pro any. I don't believe in any party. But when somebody is coming, somebody is saying things, please, Ghanaian youth, you can even say yes or no. And that's a Chawajin, mon support too. But if you will not do that, now more very bitter stuff. Or make sure baby on Yansika, when you and baby on Yansika. Who does that? Which country does that? The way forward is you.
What kind of way forward is you? Me ba media mo 7 years mu ne ye na aja me no ayo man no dama kuma so na yesha ase ne yesi activism na A na B na C make us say ye ko demonstration ye bu wa na me na majonku etu enso na
mu gane
da bi dia me kire yin say wo pepa say wo be ye bibia bo wo be hunu na NDC no manfo no ba na tinchen
na your youth.
But then again, if the people you are fighting for do not even understand what you are doing for them, what motivates you to continue?
Therefore, I'm telling you, sir, they don't see themselves as youth, so you don't need to fight for anybody. Fight for yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell you, sir. There's no way forward. There's no future for any Ghana. Nobody. We should stop this kind of political ideology and slogan of Ghanaian Uganda. Who told you there's a youth in Ghana here? You to be anyhow.
Constitution, our habwe, a constitution, Yanyan said yet here.
Well, my friend, because he knew be our prepared. Yaman, nobody should dare try because when you be our prepared, you to find a 10 radio so edgy communication bill. So we'll be in West USA or your party be communicator. Party communicator, what is that for credit? Casa also that. And people communicate at Kokrabe in the womb. And this communicate at Kokrabe.
You to know near Buam a young penifway, and Mawamuria Esika. Now, yes, Yansu Yepe, the same playbook on 1 year.
Because who be already says, Siana, you to me, Fra, and a pay, Madame Mira, a ye, a Sampana MP, one in town, Mr. Juan, and one Bonamane, why are there, what Bergman? Call the chorus any penalty reducer, Yato phone. Any credit a card the Yamano. Yato top up Yamano, 1,000. No, I can say we are Kokojinska. For any time, Bim. Go and look where he's living. Who we are university in Waka or Sway from Yakobera. Who we are university. No other time for an out on Yama. Who we are university now, you have fried rice. Fried rice will come as Omia Trebas, Omia graduates for tech. One who said the Panutim party be a spokesperson, a communicator, and you call yourself a youth. You are not a youth, you are an adult. Frustrated adult. Frustrated. I will use the word but frustrated adult is a Ghanaian youth. Why depressed? Ghanaian youth are depressed.
Our hub way,
because in the guys I'm say, what might my vote to be 44-year-old boy? Our daddy, I'm an president, and he's going to lead the country in the start. Shadomaya Bobby Young, I was in the Uganda. That boy, the youth has never forsaken him. They have never forsaken him. The youth stand by. A lot of them go to jail with him. Bobby Young, your friends, Usman Soro.
Bobby why? Is that why we nipa? Okra now connected, mammy. Na when woka wo said you winning politics here over the other na wo orienting you to know na want to be a sebaya what be uni wakra no energy no a wo dia so mo so ni betimi movie omo amoma ye die hia
maybe free consultation. I've told you before, I'm not into politics, but I'm ever prepared to let people understand politics, to let people understand diplomacy, to let people understand international affairs, to let people understand world politics. When you have this background and you make comparison, it will therefore help you to know, say, this is the way. Look, Gabon, Miami president, Odimba, I think Ghana foreign minister will come out to voice with him. Menenim na koye madam for personal friend Odimba ni tu no. Military leader no tu no. Go and see the appointments. To the sense, boy, Obama fear better had Gislaine, a young man under the age of 39. He is the representative now on the United Nations to represent Gabon. That is what the country is talking about. That is what the country is talking about. Gislaine, Michelle Offler, Messenger, 9 years. 39 years on the United Nations. Will it happen in Ghana? No, because the youth have not the youth, on position in Huye and on position in Huye. So we are prepared, sir, also show a kind of aggression, and as a kind of say or perceive country no move on. The youth are suffering. They are suffering in this country. Look at the Ghanaian youth. Call it the girls. Ghana need girl, but country bring and they all graduates. We so biaso a hookup activists. Or bia merchandise or merchandise hookup, which is prostitution legal way. Is that a country that we building and we call youth? There's no way forward. No Ghanaian youth has anything. Obianya prepared because who were chief up our constituency. Say, see, I say we usual costande, obe vote against you. Akokrana Bele Santin, obe beat you by greater margin. What is it for? And yet 2020 Ghana cities. And how do you call them youth? How do you call them youth? If you want to change the front of the face of this politics of the Ghana, you to be a Robert campaign against any of these criminals. It is only to me a campaign against any of the criminals. Monko standing independent across the nation. Now you to the old majority. Alena Monkotoma Mo you tell me who power. Now it is studios now say you change the constitution. Who should change the constitution? Constitution is changed legally, constitutionally, naturally, supernaturally by parliament. Who is the youth in parliament to vote? Monko independent Monko parliament. Beside that, nobody can change any constitution. The other one status quo and one they call benefiting Gokrafo. Omu anu moko.
Medasiano pay. Kamaxika said law is a conspiracy among the rich and powerful in the society against the poor. And no, Anna, a year our Wahab de a year to us. Constitutions are changed by parliament. One most of the parliament one. Now, I'm change the constitution not to their disadvantage, Anna. But is it the saddest thing? Mamenka Simbi. I used to say it. Anna Mijaye. Max. Meba media mu, in all honesty, me ka sabi, me chia mi huda. My uncle for more media mu jiji politician sika. Now I was angry. There was an energy in me. There was a fire in me, unquenched. I wake up every morning. I'm so angry with the political class.
Freedom.
And I'm TC Moon Happy FM.
Come on.
Me na media buy way buy MPP buy way nam ka ho. You Maxo. MPP buy way. Ye de banam ka ho. And one, the entire campaign me Akufo Addo buy say one, the people were calling for change. And Akufo Addo in that time no near against we disciplinarian na. And hey, mu here too much movement. Mu fa ma mu kona menwe me ho. Alai. Hey. Mope kwa bisun loki studio obia ni bibia ya oba gina MC a hona menwene me ho studio ba ni akwa ye rewra mu koba sade asema Max
come on
na the kind of energy am this shase say I want to fight for my people nti me ne mi ankasa maban am ne ne baaye tienie o na nya jimi a yetimi ka kire me se me koje sika free John Dramani Mahama ho
ko
and I'm busa wo say akwasi o movement bebre na have again. Don't do that. And I'm busa wo say se magimi antu wo hina wote so en wo hina yetu no na me na meboa me yetu no se mpesem kwaji sika free obi wa emu die he na mekɔ no
yo ti akonya ne so no
metisi mu ne Akufo Addo aban kai me head no butu no kuro we mu a me amaban nanim me dem sa wura nani onim say you to bebre no na edimachi no na wo mu nyina ndisi wo mo twen say de wo ye ne be benefit John Dramani Mahama tieni o afi metiai say me ba wo sem belt
ko
ye be ko fix the country circle there no 2 nights before ana me ko page meta ja say me call demonstration ti me pajama ya betre na yere na wudi nkwasesem hia wa mabusum ana ken
usisi
mesisi
oh sorry
nanim that time I thought say ye must be na training team ye fam nko etu ko fix the country movement no a time ye ko demonstration no obahwe edu ba bia mitimi koto na me de pomana kire wiem people thought I was doing antics but na menya antics menantia na me ha mitimi nko so when I cannot move that is when I was doing that moving for the people pain Yakota kwa dibusa Oliver when people sit in this country you know me say mua bi anchan ye mua bi anchan ye
ko
Yakota kwa de isi yakọ na sika ye de beto even t-shirt obi nko busa Frank to USA wono na boa ye gada sika me de koye t-shirt enso awi a kire o mse kwaji sika free John Dramani Mahama o tieni o NDC don't know afa fix the country as soja etuato ana or communist inferior tactics or mosha say yen sow seed of discord in the leadership mu eti won hwe katachie said you see dress ne de ese say wakwaji sika o won hwe Oliver we mo hwa no a wono de koye different agenda no mosha ase sow sa seed ya wo mu sow seed ya ana nesto ye bu agitu musa mpaniampa wo bia kwaji sika another crazy guy in this country wo join bibia wono wo some believe me Kain no and so ebo de betum ana yi fix the country no wo hwe kura you so I can tell you honestly na me Oliver captain you meet the leadership of NDC say wo mpe say wo mbe join fix the country say enye chena mo me join ko bisa sa me jamfi yesi ya me join mo join ne na join ne chena ko bisa eno no mo de kwoti arise Ghana
sure
and we were honest with the people sata me no ka say yeah fix the country yeah call first one yeah call na me yire da yeah theater ward yeah no operation na me ginam yeah call takrade de na me ginam afa wi akire na katachie akwaji sika na katachie no ya corrupt na katachie wo mo ya sa ne sa de a shasia kasa jo Mahama good chair Akufo na me se me nka ne nka ne chena
no
Akufo do amemo de nkoyi na jo Mahama de so me nka ne nka ne chena
ko
so no so de na kan pa
freedom
and the wa omo da omo di na ko di wa jandam na ko di won kan kure na onim omo ka so won kan kure not because they think I am praising Akufo Addo aban me praise Akufo Addo aban da see na mom de ntia won kan kure so omo pese me kasa jo Mahama ye better and me say in my conviction maka kire wo mo NDC for say me nye jo Mahama leadership ni ni kina Akufo Addo de so bon pa
come on
nanka mesa ani pay yetame ewa me yere say e de asem obi asoma na anim empanifo na WNDC no one day ba ko one of frame no sebra me mo ni pandi no say ada na wo ha ho sa
o ha ho
they me say tiani take it for me the anti ankrofo who say demonstration mean need bio the Wahab kan you to near more to the point say wo kasa wo kwa mo mbeku wa wo mbeku I'm telling you, yeah. Womeku. Eti wo kwa ma African youth no a. So you should nsaba akope. Wo don nsaba akoko omo pra wo no. Na don nsaba akoko papa wo mo ankasa. Efu mo ankasa kura nso twuku.
And then
African youth, Ghanaian youth. Me yusu wa de moa na mpache mo bia bu fusa na ete ye nyina ye moa. Because agena de ati mo dwene mo. Me say be ba me de no. After the same person, and a catachin one criticize Akufo Addo aban. Moi, may criticize Akufo Addo WWE. You to them, Romka to me do matem. Munya, Monkan said yet.
I would tell West and didn't want to say grammar. You to the Papa phone, Papa phone, you would tell Catachin Moya. Yeah, Moya. I didn't know where a Moya. The
energy bill. Me no can say, because of fix the country, me bob belt, me buy me more me belt. Me bob. Na me nyi obi aka pro, me buy your Mahama he. NDC ni bia ma misika Julius Debra. Sika wo de ma me no de ma me say me mra me adwuma as a media person. Me nyi ne kapre. Me say politician bi so okromo say ya maba beje ne kapre for any agenda. On kan kire me. Enso you tu ya da wo mani buy. Na katechie no ye kromfo, na katechie nam si bo panimu ba ko frɛ me friend this mu ose bra in fact panifo mienu me mo amudi ba ko se ada na wo kuma manfo no because manfo no anti de wo ye na se they will come after you ampa also ba ko frɛ me no ose ekwan se wo drive ya you were left and you were right so wo ka so be drive in the middle you cause accident and this ni pani ba ko ne frɛ me no kai either you join your side or you come to our side. Tienye. Namsi bo. Sasa ni Canada mam kom fie.
Akra.
An maye din masaba me MPP ni mu naja. Ene wo mudi nkwa se metwe wo kakra na me sa timadi. Eno so nya katachie na MPP nya no tim. Dia se mu. Timu adia pa, adia ni. Adwe no dia ni. You to adia ni. Max me kana nanom nkodwa amte so sese me ba ye no me koji wo bisika for anything nanom nyabotre na won kan kura tie
ba bia o kata che na me che se me no ya adwen me
you free so mama come as the youth of this nation, we are crazy people. Almost the engineer youth no nearba na train na you know makofa ana ba kadachie ka say for Bawumia na na ujamia make the same thing for Bawumia ho but mo behavior tin mejaka
so ko
mo behavior tin mejaka na make for Bawumia ho na se bi minyimi man kan wo wiem na man kan wo man samenem minimum kai. But the people that you are fighting for, they don't even understand why you are fighting for them, and they'll kill you. And at some point, sabi o ware na wo yere wo ma o dwene ho anu abusa question ba akupe se me to aso say ya na me failure sa nkrofo so mo ninka yo na kwa me nkroma kro obeje yi fa ahodie ma wo mo kura no wo mo pamo ne kotena gini sa Ghana fo yi
Ghana fo na
kwa me nkroma obeyi wo mo firi buroni ase se wo mo yom si hey wo sa kwa we kura wo ye dictator na wo firi ko ani gini okwu ye
secretary nchen
no ko wi eti se waka ene me woyere wo ma adenti na meyere me ho se wo kwa ma manfo no na manfo no angasa enim die ntia wo kwa ma you continue why must you do that sound go for ya na Wahab kan no you to na adwene no nye na deliberate sukuu no amokọ ne ye ma monye logical reasoning no deliberate nukes ni asasi oko 79 let the blood flow nukes ni asasi the leaders a revolution no and o ma sheda the MPP ni ndc e nukes ni asasi wo eti ya ban bia te so o be make sure say the leadership of nukes asasi e be ye nkofo say be ya e ba say yes ya momra monje kakra ma ye di you na kan te sa ye ti koi mu the past be 5 years ya change curriculum textbooks anyhow but you to know ye nukes ni asasi o wa komano atum. And you say I should fight for these people. Why should I fight for them? Fight for them for it. And you YouTuber Facebook now be the matema me bua be kwentira me muano. Because you don't even understand what you are doing. Oh be the matem because of John Mahama. Now John Mahama be bua me muano wonya me mu 4.5 years. You guys, you don't even understand what is going on around you. You don't do. And yet me a creative impression be say okay MPP who can di you are not even part of it. You are not the same playbook you to never and the entire money brain say they want to follow a year their cromfone say be ya watch na almost bet me about be we be time be no more we be asa